Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel and welcome back to week 15 at the DC Sports Digest. So make sure to like and subscribe, and without further ado, let's get started. So Nationals actually have a little bit of news. They signed some international prospects. They got the number 20 and the number 23rd ranked prospects. That's pretty cool. Um, yeah, it's always kind of crazy just to me how like one of these guys was like 16. Like that's just kind of crazy. Like just baseball, you can do things like so much younger, but like it's just different. It's very different than other sports in that way, I guess, which is just interesting, I guess, to me. But anyways, on to the Wizards, who beat the Hawks, but then unfortunately, I had to watch them lose to the Pistons. If you haven't seen my game vlog, make sure to check that out. Thank you guys for showing love on that too. Yeah, I still had fun, but it was sad to lose. We just could not get aboard, and then we also lost to the Knicks, but that was a close game. And I want to point out. Shout out Marvin Bagley in that debut against the Knicks because he had like 14, 15 points. Like he had literally just got here in a trade. We traded Gallinari and Mike Muscala for Marvin Bagley and Isaiah Livers from the Pistons. And I wasn't sure at first how well the trade would go, but I think it was a good trade. And obviously, really good start because Marvin Bagley had a really impressive debut. It was an early first round draft pick, but just hadn't really turned up too well. But he's still in the league. He's still gonna make an impact even if he's not a star. So I think it definitely was a good trade if he keeps playing like that. And like he was like he'd been with the team for like he wasn't there like against that Pistons game, so he'd been there for like literally days. So that's pretty impressive to me. Today we got Spurs tonight. Get a matchup with Bilal versus Wemby, which would be cool. Former teammates in France. Then we have the Nuggets who just beat the Celtics. So Nuggets, I don't see us beating the Nuggets or the Timberwolves. And the Jazz and Pistons, we could have a chance to win those games, but you never know with the Wizards, so we shall see what happens. And on to the Capitals, we lost to the Rangers on Sunday, the second game of a home and home. And then we beat the Ducks and the Blues. So the thing against the Blues was really good. We saw TJ Oshie get a hat trick. We won 5-2, so we really have not scored 5 goals in like a long time. So hopefully the offense is starting to come back because we were averaging like 2 goals a game, and we finally got this 5-goal game out of nowhere. So hopefully that's not a fluke, because we need it. We're 4th in the Metro Division. We are on the fringe of the playoffs. I'm not exactly sure what the playoff picture looks like, but we are either in a wild card or in the hunt. It is very close, so it's going to be I have to play really good down the stretch here at the end of the season. But tonight we have the Blues, and then we have the Wild, Avalanche, and Stars coming up the rest of the week. And finally, on to the Commanders. Adam Peters is welcomed here in Washington. He went to the building, had an introductory press conference, which I watched, and I'm definitely excited. And then we continued our head coaching search. Now, after the wild card round, we were able to virtually interview all of our other candidates, including Ben Johnson, who we interviewed yesterday. I really think he's going to be our head coach. Like, there's really a lot of people, like the Raiders have filled their spot, Patriots have filled their spot, other teams have other options, and like, and there are other teams that interviewed him, but I think really, I really think we're the number 1 spot for him, and I think he chooses us. So I'm really excited about that. And the next thing is thinking about what we're doing with our draft pick. And it all really depends on what the Bears do, because they have a really big dilemma if they keep Justin Fields, or do they trade him and get Caleb Williams, and that really will depend on what we do, because I think they're leaning toward getting Caleb, which means we would have to get Drake May or Jaden Daniels, which also may not be a bad option. I really think I did what a lot of people do is compare Sam Howell to Drake May, and they're totally different people. I think Drake May could be a lot better of an option. At some point I might do a video or a live stream like just watching like some QB film and see who we want to get. But it's probably, if it's not Caleb, it's going to be Drake May or Jaden Daniels. That's still who we pick at number 2, and we'll have our choice between those 2 players at number 2. If the Bears pick Caleb at number 1, or they stick with Justin Fields, we could have the opportunity to trade up and get Caleb, which could be a great option too. So yeah, it's gonna be a really exciting offseason. But yeah, that's all for the Commanders, and that is all I have for this video. So thank you guys for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.